Okay, this is a Saturday. This is around late 9, and I'm watching the second episode of The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. And the episode is titled The Dark Baptism. And I am even more convinced right now than I was last night watching the first episode. To all kids out there, do not watch this show if you do not have a parent, a guardian, a big brother, a big sister with you. And or you are already spiritually saved in the word through Jesus Christ. Because this show will mess you up spiritually. Do not watch this show, little kids, unless you have a parent or guardian with you. In the ages that I was talking about yesterday were like 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Do not watch the show unless you have a parent or guardian with you, unless you have a big brother or big sister with you, or unless you are spiritually saved in the word and what good from bad, God versus Satan is. Period. Because this show will totally mess you up. Totally. I was into the first episode last night. And that was enough for me to make 3 videos on it, practically. Or 2, whatever many I focused on. I'm watching the second one. I'm even more convinced. Like, to all the young kids out there, and I'm going to have to put this on my Twitter and the Snapchat. Do not watch this show if you're not already saved and Lord through Jesus Christ. And what right from wrong is all spirituality, God versus Satan, the Bible, and etc. Don't watch it. Because if you're not already saved and Lord with this stuff, it's this shows like this, like I posted about last night with watching Hollywood movies and TV shows with your parents. Shows like this / television shows that even accumulate to this will mess you up spiritually if you're not already saved in the Lord through Jesus Christ. It will mess you up. God bless you all. I love you. I just had to get it out because the line that the guy just said, Sabrina was saying that isn't that isn't the devil, the embodiment of evil. And then this high priestess said, no, correction. He's the embodiment of free will. And that's when let me pause this to make this video. The devil is the embodiment of evil. God gave us all free will to choose which master we want to serve, God or Satan. When you're serving God, you're serving good. When you serve the devil, you're serving pure evil, and etc. You get the point. I'm literally telling you right now, to all the young kids out there, I ain't perfect. I'm still continuously work in progress, but I'm marking myself as a role model and a mentor to you all. And regardless whether you look up to me or not, I'm giving you some of the best big brother 20-year-old advice I can. Especially to a Christian point of view that just got baptized this past June 22nd, 2018. I'm giving you the best born-again Christian advice I can give you. Do not, to all little ones out there, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, because those are predominant ages that I'm pretty sure you would even tune to this. Other than high school and college. But you get the points I'm trying to make there. Do not watch it unless you are already spiritually saved and word through Jesus Christ on commandments, right from wrong, good and bad, spirituality, etc. Or do not watch it unless you're watching with a big brother, big sister, parent, or guardian. Because shows like this, movies like this, will spiritually mess you up in the mind. Because I literally just got done watching. Before I was watching this, I was watching, I think, First Coast News. And supposedly a West Nassau student got arrested. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he got arrested for posting a gun on his posting himself with a black mask or a black bandana around his face, around his mouth, and a black gun. Supposedly he got arrested for posting on social media and possibly playing around with whatever else it was he was playing around with in the captions. But he's not been arrested. And if you haven't heard about the disturbing other Florida middle school um, news about an 11 and 12-year-old in a sinister plot that they had, negatively sinister, pure evil plot that they had to attack other students and bring negative harm and damage on the school and the community. Look that up for yourself, and I'm telling you right now, that's why I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, again, we live in a fallen world. That's evident. The youth is under attack. That's been evident for decades, since centuries practically. Ladies and gentlemen, God is real. Satan is real. Which one are you gonna choose? Because I'm just saying, shows like this will spiritually mess you up if you're not saved. Where I think too many young kids, too many younglings, I believe so. They watch shows like this not knowing how to separate, meaning decipher. They watch shows and movies like this without knowing how to decipher, and I think that's and whoever their parents are, whatever they do, wherever they are, whatever they teach the kids, for that 11 and 12-year-old, I think that's why the 11 12 year olds at that Florida middle school, and this is just my opinion, were thinking the way they were thinking because they watched stuff similar to this, and next thing you know, they was plotting what they plotted, they was plotting, and etc. I'm telling you, the evidence is real. The evidence is there. I mean, if you need any more proof and evidence, go watch The Conjuring 2 or something like that, or just The Conjuring. I don't know which one it was. I think it was The Conjuring 2 or 1. It was one of those two where at the end, um, it was talking about, you know, uh, how God is real, Satan is real, and etc. etc. and how you have a choice to make which one you want to serve and etc. I mean, if I can fully describe the ending of that Conjuring movie, if I can fully describe it, I think it would be where they was in the basement and they was trying to figure out, whether that doll had, you know, where the doll had went, where Annabelle I think it went, or something like that, and it was the one where that little girl had ended up being trapped in that room, like was banging like, grandma, get me out, and the demon was that close to getting her until the door had opened, and then she got out and etc. Hope you all can understand from those clues which Conjuring I'm talking about. But I'm literally telling you, I don't watch this stuff for a living. I definitely don't. I don't watch it for a living, but I definitely have a okay background knowledge on all these horror movies and etc. And I'm just telling you that, this is the discernment that God has given me to try to tell all the young kids that I know who watch my channel and all the young kids out there who possibly watch shows like The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. If you're not already spiritually saved in the Word, on the Bible, the commandments, um, God versus Satan, pop culture, and etc. Shows like this will mess you up. And it's not to say they don't have interesting plot lines, storylines here and there, obviously to get you hooked, because obviously they do. But if you pay attention to the hints and clues here and there, it's like what they played around with, what they said this, what that's being done. Ladies and gentlemen, especially to all the young kids, if you're gonna watch any of this stuff, you have to be vigilant with watching it. Cause I'm not gonna tell you to just not watch it altogether, because cause for some of you that's half your childhood right there. So I'm not gonna tell you don't watch it. I'm just gonna tell you be careful how you watch it, when you watch it, and who you're watching it with. Because if you are not careful, this you'll get negative ideas, and I mean damning negative ideas you don't need to have, and that way, and you're letting it corrupt you, and etc. etc. You can literally, if you want more intel from what I'm saying, you can go on the YouTube and type in millions of truther videos of exposing Hollywood and etc. You can, so many out there. I'm just giving you from a born again Christian point of view. This is what I'm saying. I'm not telling anybody they can't watch these shows. We all got free will to watch and do whatever we want. But you have to be smart and wise with that. Jesus Christ salvation, free will, to own it to the best of your God first willing and able abilities, so you can indeed, prosper and build and grow with your fellow man, with your relationship with the Lord. You can keep on, owning it like that. That's the most proper way I can put that, etc. It's like saying, are you serving God with your free will, or are you serving the devil with your free will? Because God gave us free will to choose, which one we want to serve. And having this character say, like, no, that's just like a perception. No, he's the embodiment of free will. I'm like, I gotta make a video now. So I don't know how many videos I'll make on this. But I'm just watching, studying. I don't know how much how much I'll make, but I can assure you that, whenever I see talking points like that, I gotta warn the youth. I gotta warn everybody that watches the channel. I gotta warn just everybody. I gotta sound the alarm, because I want to give you my background knowledge. And I do believe that the culture is filled with young teens who they aren't being guided well whatsoever by almost anybody, what to and to not watch, what to and to not say. And that's why you have the screwed up society we have today, with as many youth going astray as you do. They're not in church, they're not in the Bible, they're not, in the commandments, they're not in, you know they're not in fruitful ways with the Lord, and instead they're either walking that I want to say that fine line, or that tightrope, or whatever the word is negatively. They're walking that thinking that this is whatever, or they're just plain completely lost and have devoted their life to the wrong things without even knowing it. It's so many ways to analyze it, but I'm just literally telling you. I had to make this video for all my young viewers out there. I love you all. Was the top reason why I'm making this video, because again, born again Christian, June 22nd, 2018, I got baptized, and I have a lot of discernment, and I just had to, alert you on this. I just had to. So to all parents out there, and again, I'm not a parent yet. I'm 20 years old, but I have the love of the Father in me, to where I believe I'll be a very good parent one day. And I love mentoring the youth. And I'm telling you, a lot of what the youth are missing today is good role models and good mentors. And I challenge, one of the top things that I'm going to do as I travel around my city and travel around the country and the world, I'm going to challenge parents and teachers and schools to be better leaders of the right thing, to literally practice what you preach and be better role models and better mentors towards our next generation. Because a lot of grown-ups are not good mentors, they're not good role models, and they are so negatively worldly. It's just amazing. And I got ways to dissect that too. But God bless. I hope everybody has a great blessing. Get their Florida Georgia weekend. Take care. It's me, your boy, the man, NJ to the city. I just have to share with you my knowledge from what I just saw within the first 3 minutes of the next episode. God bless. Take care.